OCS 501 folk. My name is Ryan J. Skelly, and today my 3-minute technical talk will be on SpaceX. For a quick overview of the topics we will focus on and the questions we will answer with this presentation, I will go over what is SpaceX, who benefits from SpaceX, and what services SpaceX provides, and how SpaceX differs from related technology. To answer our first question, what is SpaceX? Well, the longer title that SpaceX has is the Space Exploration Technologies Corp, and it is a space transportation services and aerospace manufacturer that was founded in 2002 by Elon Musk, who has also leaded companies creation like Tesla, PayPal, Open AI, and Neuralink, as well as the Boring Company, to name a few. The company SpaceX produces spacecraft for both low orbit in terms of like satellites, and also spacecraft for interplanetary travel. So SpaceX is the leading manufacturer for space travel technology in 2021, with 111 total launches and 74 landings, and around 54 reused rockets that have been launched and then relaunched. Starlink also has around 1,021 satellites in our orbit for their global wireless infrastructure that they're planning to set up by 2022. To answer our second question, who benefits from SpaceX, we will look at the three groups with the most profound improvement of condition. The first being people supplying aid like care workers in developing countries due to the Starlink wireless infrastructure that we will focus on in a later slide. Secondly, SpaceX has sent numerous craft to the International Space Station for both crew transport as well as cargo, which takes a major load off of NASA and other space exploration agencies' back. Lastly, companies that have their own satellites for commercial use can get their tech launched with the ride-sharing program that SpaceX offers. For the third question, what services or products does SpaceX provide? We will look at some technology that has been in development for longer than a decade and some that is relatively new. To focus on what was covered before, SpaceX is leveraging its experience in building rockets and spacecraft to deploy a broadband internet system called Starlink. Starlink is produced by a constellation of low Earth satellites that will provide fast, reliable internet to populations with little or no internet connectivity. SpaceX also produces rockets and rocket components in-house, so there is as little outsourcing as possible for quality assurance and production cost. And the rockets being built and tested today are almost all completely reusable, meaning that once the individual has been launched and safely landed, it can be refueled and relaunched relatively quickly for commercial transport. As mentioned before, companies with their own satellites can take advantage of their launching infrastructure in the rideshare program to release commercial satellites into our orbit, increasing the ease of use to build spacefaring technology. The graphic below shows a diagram of what the Starlink satellite's trajectory takes around our globe, and the other is a commercial satellite being released into our orbit. For our fourth and final question, how does SpaceX differ from related/existing technology? The design application that SpaceX uses is second to none, providing innovative ideas and answers to unique problem-solving questions. The first being their reusable rocket design that was featured before. Since SpaceX is an American company, the ethical debate of bettering the position of America in the global ecosystem is needed. However, unlike NASA or those before it, SpaceX is entirely commercial, meaning it is 100% privatized and all of the science is funded by independent sources. However, in 2020, NASA provided SpaceX with $3 billion for their continued efforts in making humanity spacefaring. Finally, SpaceX's major goal is for colonizing Mars for sustainability of humanity's future, as well as for harvesting resources that Mars has to make even more technology for spacecraft. Thank you everyone for tuning in for my presentation on SpaceX. I hope you were able to take at least something away. If you have any questions, please contact me at rjs1070@wildcats.unh.edu, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.